The work is called Genius Loci, which means the genius of the place, and it comes from an Alexander Pope poem from the 18th century about landscape. People, when they come to Berrington, think that this 18th century landscape is actually natural, not artificially created. So part of our remit was to draw attention to the fact that it's a designed landscape.
There was an interesting parallel between Capability Brown standing on this, what must have been a very agricultural landscape, and imagining what could be, and a parallel between his process and, albeit on a very different scale, our process. A lot of the work is about talking to visitors as much as actually making the work, and that was a very important part of the project.
For the first time ever, we're seeing droves of people going out wanting to look at installations, and the feedback we're getting from visitors has been overwhelmingly positive.
So the workers obviously moved tons and tons of earth from down that end of the field, as it were, up to build these ridges. I mean, 30 years it took, and so it really became a real eulogy to the workers in the landscape. You forget about them. You know about the owners, you know about Capability Brown. We know none of the names of those people.
This landscape would have been like a building site full of hundreds of labourers working on site, and we wanted to create the atmosphere potentially of that.
The last piece then was coming back to do Strange Magic. So that was about bringing the whole thing together into one poetic action.
When we invite people to journey through the landscape with us, we hope that they come away with a somewhat transformed feeling about where they've been, and that feeling and that memory will subsequently form the narrative of that landscape.
Certainly when we're by the lake, the magic of it really happens. And the fact that they were all dressed in the smocks and frocks, I think gave several of us who were on the sewing team a real sense of pride being part of the project.
And as we walked back, it was quite a solemn time. It was almost, ethereal really, as we walked snake through the house, because it brought the whole project really together.
There were some key moments which actually will stay with me for a long time, where this beautiful landscape that we're standing in was completely illuminated by fire and sound. I think just judging from the response of visitors and the feedback we've had, absolutely this is going to influence our programming going forward, and we'd certainly look to have more Trust New Art projects in the future.